Off-duty police officers in South Florida deny additional security for the Dolphins game against the New York Jets Sunday due to the kneeling controversy. One America's Kristian Rouz has more.
Outrage over the so-called kneeling protests by NFL players is on the rise among law enforcement communities, who believe it's disrespectful towards the national anthem and the country. Police in Florida reduced the amount of officers at the Miami Dolphins game Sunday, reflecting their disapproval of the ongoing protests. Dade County Police Benevolent Association said the amount of off-duty officers working the Dolphins' New York Jets game at Hard Rock Stadium was roughly a third less than usual.
If the players are allowed to disrespect America, if they can choose to disrespect law enforcement, certainly law enforcement will have the same right to decide whether or not they wish to work off-duty and protect these players.
Police say 400 officers would be best for the game, but only 270 officers helped provide security. Just 175 officers had volunteered to work the game, while the rest were assigned the job.
The officers have the right to express themselves, and they choose. This is a voluntary assignment. At the end of the day, though, we will have the appropriate number of officers there. If they have to be ordered, then overtime has to be paid. Then that's the way it has to be, and then the Dolphins then will incur that cost.
Despite getting overtime pay, the officers expressed their lack of enthusiasm and overall reluctance to work the game, as they see the so-called kneeling protest as targeting law enforcement personnel. Miami-Dade police officers had reportedly refused to work the game in response to several Dolphins players continuing to kneel during the national anthem. The kneeling players claim their protest addresses the alleged social injustice and police brutality.
This whole movement started for the against police officers, and then it's morphed into disrespecting the American flag and the country.
Dade police said the widening resentment amongst law enforcement could become an issue for remaining Dolphins games, and called on the team's owner and possibly the players to hold talks in order to find mutual understanding. Law enforcement officers are increasingly less determined to work NFL games across the country. Last month, the Cleveland Police Union refused to hold the national flag for a pre-game ceremony, saying the players not standing for the national anthem is offensive and ignorant. Miami-Dade law enforcement are reportedly weighing alternative options with their security partners, potentially meaning higher security costs for the team and venue owners. This could further complicate the NFL team's finances, already battered by falling viewership and ad revenue, stemming from the unpatriotic behavior of some players. Kristian Rouz, One American News.